First pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero from Duke University.
I'm like, so this clip's gonna go up the next day or later tonight. I just want to go on record really quick.
Orlando's so stupid.
So, A, this is going to be wild for Houston. B, I just want to just flame ESPN for a second. They had Woj on the ESPN broadcast, and we hear, like everyone else, about Paolo being the pick. It ruins the broadcast. The NFL doesn't do this. ESPN cannot do this anymore. Like this is disgusting.
Like, why do you have him come tell the pick to everybody before Silver walks out and tells everybody the pick?
Because the only people in that room, unless they have tweets on,
Yeah.
are going to be the people that hear this, like that are on TV. Everyone else, the only people are the 10,000 people in the arena. I'm actually kind of disgusted. You guys are getting a worse reaction out of us because of this. So I don't really know what to do here. I'm already mad, and there's only been one pick. So what are your we didn't prepare for this for a month. I mean, look, I said this to you earlier. This was a possibility. We shouldn't have ruled this out.
Paolo?
We shouldn't have ruled this out because
I just never believed it. Like,
he was the number one pick all year, and with Chet balancing that, and all of a sudden this happens. It's like we all fell for the Jabari crap. That's what it was.
I just thought it was.
It's a testament to the big board.
Yeah.
The big board for them was Chet.
Yeah.
Was Paolo, Chet, Jabari probably. And we all
No, it
fell
was
for
probably
that.
Paolo, Jabari, Chet.
Probably.
That's what it seems like. The pick came down to picking between Paolo and Jabari.
So at this point, did the Thunder with the medical
The
thing-
Magic just didn't like Chet. I guess, the only thing I can think this means for Orlando is they must be locked in on Mo Bamba as their future center.
They have.
They must not want to move on.
And Franz Wagner's a play. I just don't understand the fit. Not that Paolo's not a good fit, but Franz Wagner was a playmaker.
Anyone's a good fit.
Right, that's true. But the Franz Wagner's their playmaker, and then Ben.
No,
they're
not
making.
anymore.
I guess, yeah, they're comparing him to Ben Simmons on the broadcast. Wow,
They're comparing Paolo to Ben Simmons.
that's lazy.
That's not a good comparison at all.
lazy.
Okay, yeah, good we go. There we go. Good.
Chet Holmgren
That's the right move.
goes number 2.
Good for him. Good for Oklahoma City. Congratulations, Grayson.
Yeah, this is going out tomorrow or later this evening. Grayson, congratulations on Chet Holmgren. Been your guy all year. Just sucks because, the Suggs thing would have been cool. I get it, but
What are you talking about?
Suggs fit with Orlando would have been cool. I would have loved to see him in Orlando with Suggs. I really would have. It would have been really fun. I think ultimately this is all hindsight stuff. It's not going to matter because people are going to hear this 12 hours after it happens. So
Yeah.
it's just cool to know, this is finally done. This is what we thought was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't realize that Jabari Smith wasn't going to go.
Yeah.
So,
Congratulations
either
to
way.
Oklahoma City. You got the best player on the board. He's a stud.
Yeah.
It's absolute stud.
This is going to end up being a Chet Holmgren love fest for the next 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and I'm fine with that because this is our guy.
Uh-huh.
For those that are new to this, if you're seeing this on social media, Chet's been our guy all year. I say our, we have 2 different opinions on the show, obviously, but
He's still both of our guys.
boards-
Yeah,
our boards
he's
have
the
had
guy.
him all year. Chet number 1, everyone else. It's just been one of those things. I believe in the upside. I believe in the defensive switchability and just being able to just turn and contort and block Paolo in this game in December, like they're showing on TV. Just nuts.
An absolute best place that he went.
Oh yeah, no, he couldn't win anyway.
He's gonna need a little bit of polishing. Just as all the guys are, I think. He's going to need a little bit of polishing on his game, and it's going to a place where he's going to have all the time in the world to do that.
And you know what's crazy, too, is he's not... I'm going to say this and just get this out of the way. All right, so Woj is not actually at the broadcast booth right now, so this is good. So he may zoom in. We're going to cut it off if Woj...
They have Jay Billis and Kendrick Perkins because they want to
I will say
make
this,
me laugh or cringe.
I'll talk about this more on the draft recap show. I'll save some thoughts, because this is important to note, though. All jokes aside about the thin tower comment, like the thin tower comment with Pokushevsky.
Yeah.
technically, Chet's a better shooter.
Is he
than
comparing him to Kristaps Porzingis?
He is.
So get off the broadcast, dude.
That's not horrible, but
It's terrible.
defensively it's terrible. So what I want to say about Chet really quick is the thin tower thing is
And be
obviously a
honest.
joke. Yeah, I can't. I wanted you to ignore that. Hopefully. So the
Giannis
fit
before
with-
he put muscle on, which was drafted.
That's right. No,
I
that's a
mean,
good point.
I'm
With-
not as against that.
with the thin tower thing, it's obviously a joke. But at the same time, Chet's coming in percentage-wise out of college, out of the international game for Poku, comparison-wise, a better shooter. And Poku's not a bad shooter. So that's going to be really fun to see how they both develop as shooters next to each other. Because they're going to have lineups where they play together. Look, Jabari reacting accordingly to him not going where he thought he was going. Wow, that was unbelievable. Okay.
Wow.
All right, so Houston, I cannot wait to talk to James
But
Piercy.
what is Houston thinking right now?
All right. So Jabari's on the board or
gotta
Jaden
be-
Ivey. It's one of these.
Jabari Smith
Yeah.
Jr.
Okay.
Now, for those watching this later, he was on the phone in the clip.
We watched him on the
Like-
phone live, so this is not super shocking to us. It seemed like we already saw it coming. But I mean, shocking for Houston. This is not who they thought they were walking out with tonight.
Shocking for the fact that we just watched Paolo go
Yeah.
one. Like, this is important. Like, this recap was going to be a lot of fun. Like, we're going to have a really good time doing this because
Jabari Smith Sr., formerly a Sacramento King.
that would have been really fun. That would
That would have been interesting at 4.
45th pick. His son went 3rd. Wow. So, we'll save, like I said, a lot of thoughts here. These are going to be quick clips. It's only going to be about a minute. But
He's forever humble tattooed on his chest.
for the you got humble going through, homie. This is
man.
crazy because like we're gonna talk about this in depth because we didn't spend enough time on this possibly happening and it did. Now it's just a matter of what the heck's gonna happen with the Kings because that's what you're gonna find out next. The Kings are selecting.
With the fourth pick,
We muted it when Boach came up.
22
So,
NBA
yeah, I heard
draft. The Sacramento Kings select Keegan Murray from the University of Iowa.
So ultimately,
Good for him.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Good for him.
I told you I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, Jaden Ivey successfully avoided the Sacramento Kings.
Well,
that he
so
wanted
here's
to
the
do
thing.
whole time.
I'm going to get ahead of myself for a second. This is the best fit possible. Jaden Ivey's going to Detroit. They don't have to trade up
Maybe.
anymore for the 4th pick. I think they take Jaden Ivey. I think this is a perfect pick for Detroit, and this is not even Detroit's pick. So, Keegan Murray, great fit. I'm super excited to see this. I think this is a bonus fit works. I really do. A little extension of saving Sacramento here.
Well, Keegan's too small to play the power forward in the NBA like he did at Iowa. But I think he slots in pretty well as a small forward with
And he can
DeMontis
shoot, too.
as
He
a
can shoot
stretch
like
forward.
he can shoot.
Yeah, no, he can shoot. He can do everything well.
40%
He's
from
just
three. There
not
you go.
like he just doesn't wow you athletically on. So that's really it.
That's fine, though, because the Fox fit, Keegan would be a great little like runner for him, too. I think
And shout out back to
be
what
good.
I said on lottery night when I predicted the Kings would select Keegan Murray.
Yeah, this is good. Tyler made the case. I'm using the Tyler example because he's the one that brought that up to us. It was like, hey, like I think they go here. This is what I would do. I think, like I said earlier, with saving Sacramento, people are going to hear. I think that's what we would probably ultimately do together too. So I think that it's fine. I just think all year people were like, it's the top 4, and then the draft starts.
Yeah.
The draft starts now. Like the draft's on. Jaden Ivey's a Detroit Piston, if you ask me. It hasn't happened yet, but. And then from there on, where do you go? You go Benedict Mathurin and all that stuff. So it starts getting weird quick with the Pacers and stuff. So, wow. Definitely not where we thought this would be through number 4. And, I mean, I'm also not shocked, so at the same time. So we've seen, because the broadcast
Jaden Ivey's crying. So
Jaden Ivey crying.
it looks like
With the 5th pick in the 2022 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Jaden Ivey from Purdue University.
I've been talking about this fit for months. This fit is awesome, and I'm super excited for Detroit basketball. I know 6 months ago you can pull every clip of me destroying the Pistons, but I just want to be clear that I already made my public apology after the All-Star break. I am so excited to watch Pistons basketball. This is going to be really fun. That's my
Are
immediate
they
reaction.
playing Eminem right now? For the...
They are. He's crying. He's crying because he's getting 4 spots less in money. I'm just kidding. But all right. So all jokes aside, any reactions that you might not want to share, or that you might want to that you're willing to share now instead of on the recap later, because this is something I'm going to.
I mean, I'm not surprised by this.
I'm going to spend 5 minutes on this on the recap.
I made a comment earlier this week when talking basketball with some friends that every NBA draft, one of these players that goes in the top 5 doesn't work out and looks like a mistake in hindsight. At least one. Often more. I hope I'm not right for them and I'm not right for him, but I'm just not there with Jaden Ivey.
All right, here's my counter to that. I don't disagree necessarily in a lot of things there. My thing is, though, how many of those guys come in and have a guy like Cade Cunningham as a teammate?
A lot of them.
I don't know, though. Like, Cade's awesome. Like, Cade, like...
I mean, one of the most famous ones is Darko Milicic, who went to the Pistons
He went
2 years before
bunch of veterans,
their
though.
Chauncey and everybody guys won the title. So
It's true. Bunch of guys, though, that they can develop together. I really am excited for him for this reason. You mentioned on the mock draft we did that...
he seems like a good kid. I hope he
Not
does
even.
well.
It's,
But like,
you're talking about the Cade fit and how Cade can open up more. No, Cade needs to be a playmaker and be what they can be and let him do what he wants to do off the ball. This guy's going to be unbelievable with Cade.
oh, he's definitely got to be.
He goes other places, I agree with you. If he goes to
He
Sacramento...
doesn't have very good decision making as far as moving
Right.
the basketball, playmaking, or getting his teammates open.
That's great. So then let him do the things he can do off the ball.
Okay.
I'm excited for this. If it went, but to be clear, it's the fit for me. If anywhere he goes anywhere else, I'm a little less optimistic. Honestly, I really am. So we can share the rest of our thoughts on the draft recap. Indiana's on the clock. This is probably one of the clips that'll go up because Jaden Ivey's a very intriguing prospect for us.
2022 NBA Draft. The Portland Trailblazers select Shaedon Sharpe from London, Ontario.
That's what's been mocked for months. I mean, that's.
But then it went away. But I'm a big fan.
I
mean, is it a good fit for Portland? Probably not.
thank you.
But like the player, love the player.
I don't understand the Dame direction. I really don't.
Oh, I mean, they have no idea what they're doing.
Like Anthony Simons and Shaedon Sharpe, are you winning a title in the next 5 to 6 years with that?
And Jeremy Grant. Can't forget.
It's first
Did
time.
they just put him in?
Yeah, I'm not looking at this. This is the Canada stuff that they always do with these guys. So he has good history though, because Canada has some great NBA players. I don't know. I'm not going to overthink this because of the clip here, but I don't understand the Dame fit. We'll talk more about it on the recap.
The New Orleans Pelicans select Dyson Daniels.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Called it.
From Bendigo,
Yeah, you got it there.
Dyson Daniels, great fit.
Slipped a little further than we thought he would, but
No, I wasn't as much as I thought Indiana was a great fit. I
a
wasn't believing
project
it.
for a team that's trying to contend. But
That's the part that intrigues me, though. I think
Yeah.
he might be better. The problem is he has nobody.
there was some rough stuff.
Here's the thing, though. That's right, but he has a great couple of months, and next thing you know, he's playing for them after the All-Star break.
Yeah,
he really
maybe.
could. He really could that quickly. That's my problem here. I don't know.
He'll play more than Zion did this year. So, all right, San Antonio. We think Durant. Yeah.
with the 9th pick.
I would be shocked if it's not Durant, but this is also the Spurs we're talking about. Usman Jang.
Antonio Spurs select Jeremy Sohan from Milton Keynes, England, and Baylor.
It's not Charlotte. Yay!
Okay, so hold on.
Hold
Hold on. I have to give people credit for
It's a
this.
very, very pop player.
All year, it is. All
Yeah.
year, he's not making it, or all draft cycle in the last 2 months, he's not making out of the top 10 guy.
Yeah.
And he did. Who thought Sacramento would turn down? Hold on. So I hate to say this. This is the Spurs reaction, not the Hornets. But technically, Durant might be available at 13 if you have both picks. So who's taking him at 10, 11, 12? Durant might be available at 13.
Yeah, that's been my dream, dude. I'm
Wow.
going to have to give it to the no ceilings guys who laughed at me when I asked if Jalen Durant was going to possibly be available at 13.
Wizards.
NBA Draft. The Washington Wizards select Johnny Davis.
It's been mocked for months.
Oh, he's there. He didn't get a taco. Good for him.
Contrary, before you say anything, contrary to popular belief, for those that are new here, this is Carmelo Anthony Christmas Day edition. I'm a big fan of Melo.
We're both wearing Knicks jerseys because this is a Kimba. So.
Whatever. All right. The Knicks are making their pick officially at the number 11 spot.
22 NBA Draft. The New York Knicks select Usman Jang.
I like the Jang pick. I really do.
That is good. A lot of booing is happening.
They can boo all they want. That's
Yeah.
an unbelievable prospect, even though I have zero comp for him right this moment. I'm so confused
Yeah, I don't
by his
either,
comp.
but good for him. Shout out New Zealand Breakers. Okay, OKC again.
So apparently, 2 Thunder picks.
12th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft. The
Durant.
Oklahoma City Thunder
Calling it.
select Jalen Williams from Santa Clara University.
I heard Jalen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I immediately mailed the pick in. This is the.
Williams.
I'm zooming in for a second, or I'm getting in here.
Jalen Will. Did they write the wrong name down?
No, I want to see Sam Presti's board after this is over with. I want to see it because he is a lottery guy. I believe it. I'm in on Jalen Williams as a lottery guy in this year's draft specifically. But my goodness, did I think it was the Thunder? Like, what? Shout out to No Ceilings, by the way, who've been on Jalen Williams all year, and they are probably fuming and going crazy right now because of this. So, shout out to them.
I feel nervous.
13th pick.
13th pick in the
What do they do?
2022 NBA draft. The Charlotte Hornets select Jalen Durant.
Yes!
From the University of Memphis.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look. Not a Hornets fan. Me.
Here we go.
I'm holding this up for a reason.
Headed to the Hornets.
This man right here is gonna
Yeah.
average 11 assists next year.
Yes.
Like 11 assists thrown to Jalen Durant. Lobs everywhere.
Yes.
Lobs everywhere. This is gonna be awesome, man. We're going to so many games.
Oh!
They traded it. They traded it.
Yeah.
They traded it.
Yeah, they
Did they
did.
really? This is why we don't have trades on the TV. This is why we don't have tweets on. We're having people. No one knows this, but we're having people send us specifically one person's going to be our trade person tonight.
We don't know who they traded it to, but we traded it to either Detroit or New York. Woj and Shams reported to different teams.
Hold on. If the Pistons come out with Jalen Durant and potentially DeAndre Ayton in the next
Woj
week
said
and a
we
half,
traded it to Detroit. Shams said we traded him to New York.
I believe the New York more. I really do. I believe New York more because it doesn't make sense for Detroit unless they don't think they're getting Ayton. This is weird. So we just got two reactions from you. Really excited that you got Durant, and then all of a sudden, wait, there's neither center on those teams makes sense for y'all. They're just trading it to trade it, to dump it. And I don't know.
What is happening?
Experience in playing against men can matter, and one of the reasons that he chose Memphis,
I
right, was
don't.
because of the experience.
I'm turning it up and down for those watching this later, just to make sure we're.
But guess what? He's headed to the Pistons. So that's
It's Pistons.
he will be headed
It's
to the
apparent.
Pistons according to our Adrian Wojnarowski.
Oh,
So he is on the move as the Cavaliers get on the clock, and the Cavaliers, they have had such an exciting year. They
Oh, we're
have
still
been the
recording.
team that I am the most excited to watch next
Man.
season in the
Yeah,
NBA.
you got to see the
And yet
full
we're-
range of
they are
emotions.
full of talented big men.
You guys, you can't script this stuff. Like this is.
Talented big men.
They get the guy that we've been talking about all year would be a dream, and then they apparently trade it to two different teams. The
I
Knicks
don't
and the
know
Pistons.
yet what even the compensation for
Could be
this.
neither. At this point, it could be neither.
Apparently, they're still they're saying he's going to Detroit because Woj said it, but Sham still says it's New York,
Yeah, ESPN.
and
fully
everybody's just like, we don't know, so we don't even know where it's going. So there's no news on what Charlotte sent.
believes it. because the draft goes so fast. And
Yeah.
that's really the problem here. The draft's going so fast that we don't even know what's happening because they're already halfway through the Cavs pick and they're talking about it. All the Charlotte craziness going on. We're still live trying to figure that out.
In the 2022 NBA draft.
What?
The Cleveland Cavaliers select Ochai Agbaji.
Ochai Agbaji. If he wasn't going to Charlotte, he was going to Cleveland.
We gotta take the Kemba jersey off because he's going to Detroit, not back to Charlotte.
This clip's awesome. Just Josh literally just walked away at the end of the lottery. The lottery's officially over. You have our picks. My goodness.
So this one.
I'm leaving it on for a second because that's hilarious. So you're literally changing jerseys.
With the 15th pick in the 2022 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Mark Williams from Duke University.
Can I have 30 seconds? They got my guy. Obviously, that's not my joke. They got him at 15, but had Durant traded him away. I didn't need 30 seconds. That's all I
For
had.
the Bucks pick in 2025.
2025, by the way. Like, Jalen Durant's ceiling.
Apparently that's
Bucks
it.
guy.
I don't.
Like,
There's still Shams and Woj are still saying different things about this trade. I'm trying to hold on to hope at this point.
yeah, I don't understand.
Because otherwise, it's just
Well, because your hope of trading for a bigger guy.
the
is out the window
only
now.
thing is that it's just Mitch Kupchak decided we didn't want to pay that roster spot for a draft pick. That's the only thing.
But they would, and they don't want to pay a bigger guy either with the trade, with the two picks that would have made the trade.
Yeah.
I mean, Hayward's the only. But
The only thing is they just were like,
He looks good.
we
He looks good in
don't
that
want
comic.
to give that roster spot to somebody that we have to sign. That's it.
I'm
That's
just
the
look,
only
I'm happy you
explanation I
went.
can
I'm
think
happy you went to the best fit. I really am. But at the same time, I just don't understand the thought process around, like, was there just not any buzz around Turner or Gobert, or I don't think any of the Gobert stuff was possible. Was there anything there? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't know what I'm missing. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I really can't.